Do you still feel you can't communicate with animals and you have doubted your ability to have this intuitive communication with nature? Then this video will help you. Hi, my name is Akshaya Kavade. I'm a nature and animal communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species and have two-way conversations with them. Oftentimes, I get people who ask me if intuitive communication is a special gift that only a few can do. And my answer to them is an absolute no. Yes, it is a special gift. However, we are all gifted with this ability as it is our natural language that our mother nature has given to us. And as a mother, she does not differentiate between anyone, and hence we all have this ability. Yes, some people have it naturally and they do it in a very unabashed manner, while some people may struggle a bit to first let the ability actually flow with natural flow in them. We have a lot of thought processes, belief systems that may come in the way and pose as an obstacle towards this natural ability we have. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a few things that can help you become a little confident in your communications and help you realize that you're actually already communicating with all of nature around you, whether or not you acknowledge it as communication. So let's begin. Number one, if animals reach out to you and come to you wherever you go, if you attract animals around you, if animals like dogs or even birds and cats are friendly with you, it is because you're already communicating with them and letting them know that you are a safe space for them and that they can reach out to you. You don't need to put an additional effort into conveying this message, as animals understand our intentions and the love we have for them, and hence they are attracted to us because of this energy we exude. So you're already communicating with them that you are a safe space and they can reach out to you. Number two, if you have these experiences where you suddenly feel an animal needs something and when you physically check, that is true. I know so many people who work with animals and they automatically know what their animals want. These may be animals who are community animals and not even living in the house with them, and yet they know exactly what their animals want. This is a sign that these animals are communicating with you and letting you know their needs because they know you can help them, and you're also accepting them without a doubt. Now, if I had to tell you this is a communication, you would give me 10 reasons why it is not. You may talk about how it's your experience, how it's your connection with them, but this experience and connection itself adds to the communication, and it allows the animals to trust you and let you know what they are going through and what help they need from you. Number three, the same thing happens with you with animals at home. If you have animals at home, you know instantly what they're thinking about or what they need, even before they put their needs into physical actions. So many times your animals may be just sleeping or just maybe doing their own thing, and instantly you have a feeling that they need something, and when you go check up on them, that is exactly what they want. If this is happening to you, again, it is a sign that your animals are communicating with you and you are accepting that communication. This also goes on to show the deep bond that you have with them. Most humans who have animal companions at home have had these experiences, which only goes on to show that our animals are constantly communicating with us and we are responding to their communication. All we need to do is openly accept these signs as a form of communication and not dismiss them as a figment of our imagination. Number four, you have these constant urges or callings to places or animals, and each time you actually respond to this call, something magically happens. Oftentimes, people who are deeply intuitive and connected to nature will get called upon by animals and nature and spaces around them. So it could be a beach, it could be a garden, or it could be an animal you feel like meeting. And when you meet these animals, or if you go to these places, you have the most amazing experiences and you learn more about yourself. These callings are also a form of communication that nature around us is having with us, and the fact that you're responding to these calls means that you're also actively communicating with these animals, spaces or landscapes. So if you have had these experiences or continue to have them, be rest assured that you are an excellent communicator. You can continue practicing by ensuring that you acknowledge these experiences us communication, and also initiate conversations now with animals and nature around you to make you better as an intuitive communicator. If you've had these experiences, please do mention them in the comment section below so that we can all learn from each other. And until the next video, bye bye.